Stamina Templar build. Hope you guys enjoyed the few clips I just put together before this, but let's jump straight into this build. We are running Imperial. We have 8 points in magic, 22 in health, 34 in stamina. We're running the Apprentice Mundus Stone. We are not running Vampire. You can run Vampire Stage 3 or 4 if you want. Smoke Bear Haunch Food. We got 29k spell resist, 28k physical resist on the back bar. On the front bar we got 25 and 25. On the front bar we hit 5800 spell damage, just under 8k penetration. With major and minor breach we're hitting over 16k pen. Plus more with our sets. But let's jump straight into our skills here. On the front bar we're running Explosive Charge. I like this morph better than the other one for getting the major protection for 15 seconds rather than only 7. Plus I have a stun in Dawnbreaker. Living Dark, great skill. Biting Jabs, definitely good skill, saves you bar space, though I wish the buff would last for 20 seconds. Radiant Glory, I run this morph rather than the other because I would definitely rather get magic and a heal back than have 20% more damage on an already ridiculous skill. Power of the Light, Sundered status effect, soaks a lot of damage up over 6 seconds, blows up, really good burst ability. Dawnbreaker Smiting, definitely my second favorite ultimate besides the Dragon Leap. Back bar, we got Temporal Guard. I slot this just for the minor protection. I used to run Barrier for the recovery passive. Resolving Vigor, great heal over time. Healing Soul. Now I go with the Resource Restore and Major Vitality. If you don't have access to scribing, you can 100% go with Honor the Dead. Elemental Susceptibility, can't go wrong with a free skill that has damage and applies 4 good status effects, especially with the Ice Staff. Race Against Time, Snare Immunity, Speed Skill, crit damage buff. Channeled Focus, I go with this to get the extra mag recovery. I know this is a stamina build, but a lot of our skills, as you see so far, are magic. I mean, we kind of only have three stamina skills, really. Vigor, Power of the Light, and our jabs. But I stack mainly into stamina because you'll watch that stamina bar disappear quick hitting that jabs. But I know a lot of clips, a lot of people seen the bar set up like this. This is 100% fine if you don't have access to scribing. I ran the build like this for a while. However, I thought the damage was fine enough to drop the crit buff, and then I actually dropped the crit buff for this, an extra heal, in the reduced damage affix or whatever script, I'm not exactly sure what it was, but reduced damage for 7 seconds, and grants minor intellect and endurance. This was pretty nice, but still, I found being solo a lot more, you need that speed and snare immunity buff, because once you start getting snared and stunned and caught up to, it's over with. They will get you. But that's our skill setup. Let's jump straight into the sets real quick. We have One Piece Trainee, kind of a staple. Reinforced. And then Balorgs, heavy reinforced. heavy reinforced. So with Balorgs, a 500 Balorg, you could hit just over like 25k penetration. But roughly I use my ultimate around 150, so I'm roughly only getting 3k pen out of it, which still is nice for the burst combo. Back bar set, we are running Wretched Vitality. I love this set, especially not on Dragonite, because I play too much Dragonite, so when I play other classes, I struggle with sustain. Now mind you, this mag recovery is not 100% true, because our armor buff gives us like 480 something recovery, I think. So we have crazy mag recoveries, which I go that route so I can heal more being outnumbered, you know. Plus, like I said, I still have a lot of mag skills. But I also run this poison, extra heal, defending ice staff. Now front bar, I'm sure you've seen this before, but deadly strike, 15% damage increase to your damage over time and channeled attacks. Now this is big for the Templar, especially with jabs, our Radiant Glory, even our Dawnbreaker. Now I'm not 100% sure if that buffs Power of the Light, or definitely not Explosive Charge. I mean, this isn't a damage over time or a channeled ability, but still, buffs our jabs, the Radiant, and the Dawnbreaker. I run 2 sharpened maces. I run the double damage dot poisons because they also get buffed by the deadly strike. I'm sure, as you can see in the video, Satan Seducer. This mythic is just too good, even though it really can be annoying in Imperial City. 2 infused, 1 swift, all weapon and spell damage and chance. On the body, we are running 3 mediums, 4 impens, 1 light, 3 heavy, and 3 reinforced. So 4 impens, 3 reinforced, 3 heavy, 3 medium, 1 light. Now for the champion points, green tree doesn't really matter too much. For the blue tree, I have Master at Arms to buff our direct damage. Just because I was kind of tough, like I really wasn't sure what to go with on the damage CP, but I have 3 defense CPs as well. I play solo a lot, so it's definitely kind of needed. I have Duelist Rebuff, Ironclad, and Resilience. Red tree, I got Celerity for the movement speed, Pain's Refuge. This is definitely huge. Sustained by Suffering. This is definitely a nice extra recovery. And Survival Instincts. This helps on the sustain so much. But yeah, that's pretty much the build. I know it might seem crazy not running extended ritual. You can fit that in there if you want, but I couldn't fit it into my bar. I move around too much being solo, so I mean, it definitely is a great skill, especially if you have a duo. If you're not running around solo, or by yourself a ton, and you have the ability to slow the fight down and not try and get line of sight so much, you could probably drop your speed skill, and put this there. However, like I said, I just prefer the speed skill. But that's pretty much the build. The combo is very simple. Make sure you're buffed up, you come in from range, you hit them with your LE sus, you power the light, charge in, you start jabbing. And yeah, it's pretty simple. You get them down at a certain level and just start beaming. Also, another tip I really like with the charge ability is I know a lot of people have definitely missed a Dawnbreaker before. So I really like when you hit this straight into a Dawnbreaker, because it doesn't guarantee a hit, but it definitely ups your chances of getting the hit. So anyways, I don't claim this build's the best. These gears are pretty easy to obtain. It's a fun, quick, easy put together build. It hits pretty hard. It's got access to major protection and minor protection, so it's not the tankiest, but it can take some damage, it definitely can. But if you have any comment or questions, put them in the comments below. If I forgot anything that you need to know, let me know. I'm still, learning how these things work in the videos and such. But like I said, if you have any questions, put them in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe, and stay tuned for another Templar build that I've been working on. And thanks.